So, I know this news came out today earlier, but I was with family dealing with some personal stuff. But hey, it's still the night of, right? It's still the night of talking about this, right? So yeah, it has been officially confirmed. The leak is it's all true, all of it. So I'm pretty sure WWE is the next house to be announced. But for right now, we ain't talking about that. We're talking about the house that we all were wanting. Like, this is the one house that's going to be the busiest. It's going to be the most graphic. It's going to be the bloodiest house, and it's going to be the house everyone has wanted for so long. And I'm sorry for the camera auto focusing. I apologize for that, but we're going to power through this. Yeah. So, Terrifier is coming to Halloween Horror Nights. We kind of knew from the leaks, but again, the thing with spec maps, the whole thing with spec maps is that you really have to understand that, like, something can go wrong at the last second. I mean, there was, like, several years back, there was supposed to be a Scream house, and there was even promotion for it. But then they lost, Paramount pulled out at the last second and became a Purge house. Same thing with, like, there was supposed to be an Evil Dead Rise house, but that got pulled at the last second and it had to be moved to next year. So, yeah, it was a lot of people were, like, holding with bated breath that we were gonna actually see Art the fucking Clown at Halloween Horror Nights, and it's true. Oh, yes, it's true. Yeah, so Art is coming. So I know some people are like, really, we're getting 2 slashers? That doesn't make any sense. Shut the fuck up. No, really, shut your fucking mouth. I do not give a single... You know how many slashers in the past Halloween Horror Nights we had? We had Freddy... Did anyone just forget Carnival of Carnage? Did everyone just forget that year? Like, we had Freddy, Jason, Leatherface, all in the same house. And then they did Freddy vs. Jason another year. So, like, I don't want to hear it. I don't. I really, for the life of me, do not give a single shit that we've got, two slashers? Two of the most prolific one that we've been begging for to come to Halloween Horror Nights, and the other one we've been begging to see come back, one who's been in legal hell, and this is his big coming out party after 15 fucking years of limbo. So I do not want to hear a single goddamn one of you say, oh, it's too many Two? Two is your limit, right? I guess that's the amount of dicks you can take in your mouth, right? I guess 2 is too many. You don't want to get fucking spit roasted. Anyway, I'm something mad tonight. Woo. Yeah, so I just do not care. I do not for the life of me understand why people are genuinely upset at the idea we're getting 2 slashers. Guys, it's literally one is one we've been begging for the longest time, and the other, we have not seen any official thing with him for over a decade. So, shut the fuck up and enjoy it. Okay? Also, they're 2 vastly different slashers. That's the other thing. That's the other thing I can't really get over, is that they're 2 vastly different slashers in their own right. Jason is like in your face, kill you and move on to the next person. Art takes his time with you. So yeah. Anyway, let's actually talk about the idea of Art coming here. Now, the facade, people have said the facade's going to be the Terrifier, the fun house from the second movie. Not only that, this will be featuring all 3 films. I heard rumors that, like, maybe they'll show, like, a quick scene of, like, maybe give us a taste of what Terrifier 4 will be like. But, like, yeah. I can't confirm that one, but they did say it's Terrifier 1 through 3, and we're going to see all through we're going to see the asylum, we're going to see the houses, we're going to see, like, the bathrooms. Those are going to reek. Oh my god. Those are just going to... If you thought the Shady Oaks bathrooms in Jack's Icon house a couple years back was bad, oh Jesus, this is going to smell so... I hope they make a candle for that, actually, just so you can light it in some asshole's house and just be like, did your sewage pipe break, fat boy? I don't know. Give that one to someone you fucking hate. I don't know. Um. Anyway, I'm so excited. And the other thing is too, like, we're also going to have the pale little girl. We're gonna have Veronica. We're gonna have. I think we're gonna have. We're probably gonna have Sienna as well in here too. And we're gonna have some Christmas theme with art with Santa art as well. So I'm so excited. Now the question of the hour is how far are they going to let art be, well, art? That's the question of the hour we have to ask ourselves is how far are they willing to let art be himself? Because there are levels of extreme there. Are we going to be allowed to get the Saw scene from the first movie? Are we going to have a homage to, the death scene in the bedroom from 2? You know the one I'm talking about. Or are they going to limit it? I would imagine they would have to have at least one set piece from the from one of those movies. They'd have to, right? They would have to have one of those set pieces there. And it does, like, I don't know. I've heard, like, I really do hope Damien Leone and Universal, I mean, they've worked this far. I imagine there had to have been some compromises here and there. It's kind of also nice to have a creator work alongside a studio and not have any major pushback from them. Looking at you, Scott Clawthorne. So I'm still shocked we're getting Five Nights at Freddy's because he was nothing but apparently, yeah, he was so awful to work with the movies. I guess they finally worked with that. So who knows if there was pushback for Damien Leone, but Leone always said that that was a dream of his to have Terrifier at Halloween Horror Nights. So he must have been very welcoming, very very open to work with, and he had to have been doing his all to make sure that this could work, even if there had to be some compromise. Because again, there is, like, you could say, oh, but it's Halloween Horror Nights. It can be gory as it wants to be. Well, therein lies the problem, because there are limits. Like, there are limits in park that they can't cross. There was, like, it was a whole thing back with, they were talking about for Halloween Horror Nights 13, there was a whole thing about they were going to have, like, actual, like, scare actors, like, grab you and, like, you would sign waivers. But then they realized the legality of it. So there's levels of that extreme. And Art is a very extreme character. So it's really hard to say where that ends. But if Damien Leone really did work with Halloween Horror Nights, the HHN crew as hard as he did, I would stand to reason that I think we're gonna get something really cool. Yeah, I'm so excited, guys. I am so, this is the one thing I have wanted one of the things let me restate that. It's one of the things I have wanted to see, and I know all of you guys out there have wanted to see Art the Clown come to Halloween Horror Nights, just if you want to watch video or physically go there. My friend Jason freaked the fuck out over this. I also would really hope that, like, the song A Work of Art from Ice Nine Kills is playing in that, somewhere in there. You have to imagine we'd have the Clown Cafe, right? Like, we'd have to have a scene of the Clown Cafe, maybe get jump scared by, like, a burnt version of the Clown Girl. Yeah, I feel bad for the scare actors working in that scene, because all they're gonna hear is the Clown Cafe song all goddamn day. So, this thing is just gonna leave you tongue-tied and terrified. Yes, I did quote that lyric, shut up. But no, I am so excited. And I know all of you out there who are major Terrifier fans, major Halloween Horror Nights fans out there, I know, like, there are so many other slashers out there, like, that have not gotten their due yet, and it does kind of suck for one reason or another, whether it be, Candyman, or Phantasm, or, still, we wait for the day we get Scream. Maybe with Scream 7 coming out soon, maybe Paramount won't be a dick and allow them to use Scream at the park for Halloween Horror Nights. That's the white whale right there. Ghostface is the white whale for this event, because he's been the one that they've always wanted to do. but Paramount keeps getting in the way. But maybe with Scream 7 coming out next year, maybe that can finally happen. But again, I said the same thing 2 years in a row with Scream 5 and 6, that maybe that we'll finally get Ghostface at the event, and it didn't happen. But maybe they'll, maybe in search of, because that movie has a lot working against it publicity-wise, so maybe maybe promoting Scream 7 with Halloween Horror Nights could maybe get that bad press off, because that movie has a lot going against it. Anyway, I'm getting off topic, but you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of Terrifier coming to Halloween Horror Nights finally? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? Also, since the spec maps have been 90% true, this stands to reason that the final IP house will be WWE, which I got nothing against them. Not a big WWE fan, but they haven't been at the event since 5, and a lot of people are saying that this is going to be the Wyatt 6 / Bray Wyatt house. Curious to see how that goes. I like the Wyatt. I really love the aesthetic of the Wyatt 6. So depending on what I hear about that house, I might want to check that out too. And you can't judge a house by its IP. Remember, we all thought The Weeknd was a bad choice, and then it became one of the coolest goddamn houses ever. But anyway, you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think? And yeah, other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.